Now, achi ema wakwaba ediba XTV eso na emra so se nonsia bremokase a yewo edema ena no pe yedibro e obabi bira wo na wo bi na minute mienu abapa nonsia ho ena nso eyofori so busum ne data so edunu afimpi miene edunu mienu no emu edunu baako e wa afimpi mieni edunu mienu no emu na ensem ahodo amede bro ena no pe edo so yankasa ne dimakote bia wo bete ene se dia wono ena ye National Communication Officer edima NDC amanyuku no wakasa achirechire mo EIU wo mo hwehwe mo de beto dwa no wono so edina adwene afa ho anakose de osusu fa sasem no wono so ede aba beto dwa emuchire mo obete e wakase eso na e won semfufro mo no eye Russia anamu senior wo my Ghana mo wode nsem bia aba beto dwa de wo kanyina ene say Ghana fo mo chai sa musika sema enkoyie aduane eni oman ni mo no mudi subo no ebo mo se ntokwa esi ye ewo Russia ni Ukraine fo ntebe no ena nam so yesika sem enkoyie o mo si ye ja sa subo ye de bom na enye omo ena omo aye bibi emuhwere mo obete ewo kase eso nsem bi kan we hu ena me de bro se anopa no nsia kase abrame oba pa me visa kosi ate me de kase ebrewo ma metwa me hu sima me ba me de kase boy de wo mo ankasa e de bebro Emo akwaba ediba XTV yanopa nonsia kase so kase boy efrin kramponi mantemu poko asi festos adum plaza building mu ene ye hye sanso se wokopie mu e wa befo tintan kase no so na obehu me live dia eye Facebook XTVGH Facebook na se wokopie mu e wo YouTube eye XTV Ghana TikTok eye XTV 391 nsem nyina ya boni nyina bede e wo hono ma obenya bi ahwe wo hwe no na wo like na wo comment na wo share mafufro so esa etimi asobi eso na ma mention nsem na senfa ma we eda no ene beto dwa se Economic Intelligence Unit wo mo edi hwehwemu bia ba beto dwa na mo hwehwemu no e ba bedan di SM se afempimie ne edunu nan ye koto oba e wo mai Ghana mu a NDC chinye ehejobodo amanyoko no womo ebedi nkunim na enum no kura no womo de hihye bi nso esanso ede tudwa esem ansa na sankunim die no ebetimi aye NDC fo amanyoko no edia no womo ehwe se Franketuni a wono eye omampani da John Dramani Mahama no womo yini nsinchen no mo po obi fufuro manentu franka infama NDC amanyoko no na semi beto dwa no e kamia ese NPP ni NDC amanyoko no impanifo womo nyina ahwase bobo sasem hu kasa dia fa sasem hu nenom na National Communication Officer lawyer Sami Jemfi wono so etimi akere na adwen dia fa sasem hu na wo chrem se hwehwemu a womo de beto dwa ne dia womo kase niama ukoye se kase mo koye amafo so adwuma eni ho ntino eni samanyuko no bedi nkunem no womo gitum no kre ne mo dia womo sanso ka biom se wama pani da John Dramani Mahama wono wotu franka de ma ndi samanyuko no a ndi nkunim die entimi ma no Sami Jemfi echem se enye sa akwa na mo kan no womo ekan yesem so ma pani da John Dramani Mahama etu franka na womo bedi nkunim ne mo so mo obi fufuro enso etu franka na nkunim die no ebekọ enim asen o ma pani da John Dramani Mahama wo chirechire mu ekan sem esentrefo se na yeti asem na se ye kan no enye sa akwa na ti wono ni chiom ni se na wote ase no wode tudwa.
Signs are very clear on the wall that Ghanaians are tired of the recklessness and the incompetence of the incumbent Akufo-Addo Bawomi administration. Ghanaians are tired of the corruption, of the nepotism, of the hardships, the economic mismanagement that today has plunged the country into a bottomless pit of unsustainable debt and unsustainable deficits that has had a cascading effect on cost of living. Everyone is complaining today because the center cannot hold. Things are falling apart. There is no leadership in this country, and people are yearning for a change. And so we do not need the Economic Intelligence Unit per se to tell us that Ghanaians are yearning for a change. We travel across the length and breadth of the country based on the work we do, and we've gauged the sentiments of the people, and I can tell you that change is coming. And so that prediction of the Economic Intelligence Unit relative to the upcoming 2024 general elections is something that is in sync, okay, with our own assessment of the situation on the ground and what Ghanaians are likely to do in the next upcoming election. It is not a surprise to us at all. We're going to work very hard and make sure that we win that election with a resounding, margin of victory. The issue of who leads the NDC is also something that has come up. But I must note, that the interpretation that most media stations have put on that statement in the EIU report is not accurate. I've heard some media organizations report that the EIU says that the NDC cannot win 2024 with John Mahama. It is not true. I've read that report from the first page to the last page, and there is no such statement in there. Their baseline forecast for 2024 is emphatic and categorical that the incumbent MPP will lose to the opposition NDC. That is their baseline forecast. And they say so because of what they describe as economic mismanagement that has led to the free fall of the cedi, high cost of living, the broken promises of this government, and the general disenchantment.
Na enuachi enu yasanso ebo wamane ese edom kuma mashebedwe fie mashebedwe fo mako miensa onyonyam ni Haruna Idrisu Mahama Ayariga ena fence no onyonyam ni Samuel Okujeto Abrakwa womo edensem bi ekodan eye Supreme Court ni nyina efa 11 ho semse ye ho so won fa ni junction fa to so na be ya me ogusum ni de kan omo be sha ase atete ye no entimi emma so na eno mo no Sami Jemfi wakwakoye lawyer inti centralfo hu no omo san ebisa ne say sa krate omo diko pie mu ewo eye Supreme Court no asikyire kra anything ichiremo odi maye eni.
And the only way we could block that was to boycott and make sure that they didn't have the decision-making quorum of 138 to make a constitutionally valid decision on the E-levy. And so when we boycotted, they were left with only 136 MPs. Even the sick MP was not brought into the chamber. And it is very clear from Article 104(1) of the 1992 Constitution and the recent case of Justice Abdullahi that 136 MPs cannot take a decision for Parliament. 136 MPs cannot approve the E-levy. It is for this reason that we have filed a case in the Supreme Court to declare for a declaration that the purported approval of the E-levy by the majority, 136 MPs of the New Patriotic Party, was unconstitutional and null and void. And pursuant to that writ that we have issued, we've applied for an injunction. The returning date for that injunction application is 4th of May. The parties have been duly served, and so what that means is that until that application is moved and determined, the Ghana Revenue Authority cannot begin the implementation of the E-levy on the 1st of May, which is what we've been told by government will be the commencement date for the operationalization of the E-levy. They must wait and abide the outcome of that application, injunction application, on the 4th of May before they can proceed with the implementation of the E-levy. That is if the application goes their way, but I'm optimistic that that injunction will be granted, because what happened in Parliament that day was a nullity. The MPP did not have the constitutionally required number to have taken a decision on the E-levy. And so what we are doing now is just to show the Ghanaian people that the battle, the fight against the E-levy has not ended. In fact, it has just begun, and we will do everything within our power to make sure that we block this obnoxious tax, which will do nothing but impose untold hardship on the
National Communication Officer Edima National Democratic Congress and this amanyuko no lawyer Sami Jemfi and awadi Sanchez Chimui wade ebaye na enu ada EIU Economic Intelligence Unit womo hwehwe mo de ebetu twan no ehu bobo no Deputy General Secretary Edima Osunuko Kwamanyuko no lawyer Nana Obribuahi wono so akasa edi afa ho chirem sem saa de omude ebeto dwe we de ekamia ese kokobo ena omude bo wo NPP se na be ya on betimi atoto omunyema yenyema iye na se ne tie bia se omo akase on be break 8 no ebeba so yengone kohwe.
It's an advice which has been given to us. It's a warning which has been signed as a check for us to protect back. Some of us will not rubbish that advice. Some of us will not downplay that warning. Some of us will not vilify them. I would accept that warning or advice in good faith. Then you go back to the drawing board. You look at the issues very well, holistically, and then re-strategize, reorganize, and move forward. I am pretty sure we are going to break the 10th. We are going to break the 8th. We should concentrate on how we break the 8th. I should concentrate on writing history. So I'm not worried at all. I'm not bothered at all. The most important is that I must get focused. We must get focused. We must move forward. We must take that advice.
Sino nana obribwahi wono eya churchofo abedieche edima New Patriotic Party osnuko koko amanyuku no. Ya to ansem no so dia na Russia aban na namonsinia wono ewo omaigan nemu wabo ne homodin akwa kotro nsem bi na nsem no wode maganafo enyina titupa yempanifo a womo eda ya no womo echiremu se womo jai so womo de subuo de ekoso ewo yesi kasemu eduane ni ho a ye de subuo no ebo Russia fo no womo se yenjai sasem na ye kika no na womo atoa so echiremu se imprempren omaya emua ye den niema enkoye eduane a chese ni buo kwa ena ekoso raw materials ahodo transportation eko enim ne nyina eka kodie woya de COVID-19 a ebesua yeso no ne nyina eka ho ebie wo kiremu se wo hwea kodie woya de ebaye ebe ha wiase afa ne nyina eba no ye agriculture ekwayo ho nsem ena fence no sikasem ne ma hodo bia ekeka eka ho no eye de kodie woya de ababe ha ne papa pam enti no ye ntimi nka se eye Russia ni Ukraine wo montokwa ehya ase busu mienu pei enamanu sunti ena yesi kasem entimi engina brane wo mu etwem se ganafo yenje sasem na ye kekanam na se ganafo ni yahwefo nyina ebeka ya edano oforiso busum ni de tosunson omampeni abedieche ahaji Dr. Mamudu Baumia Abra wokopie mu ewo kasoa na woni National Test Con Training and Retention Conference ekoso no wode tudwa SM kodie woya de COVID-19 ebaye ababe ha adwen na woye no kra de sinchen ya eye Russia ni Ukraine ewo motokwa no so ababe ha ye papa esansa huita hodo a yenya ediba oman no efri eye Russia ena afensi Ukraine ehonum ena manu sinti ena sikasem eduani etimi ni bo etimi akọ enim enti wo mo ono edisubo no edibo Russia ena afensi Ukraine fo wo motokwa na esiye no nenomo ena Ghana fo bi echom se wo mampanya be die kira asembe kra na wo ken huit asem a wo ken nipa dodo se ne wo mai Ghana mu a wo mo di huit eduane Ghana fo di dodo na eye buro ena afensi no emu ahodo eno so ye bi e wo mai mo se mo ntimi atoto mu nyama yie na nyama anko anim a mo nja se mo di bo obi foforo no neno ena eye Russia na mo sini wo mai Ghana mu wode betu dwa ese se Ghana fo mo ntimi wade so a mama fa nhye mo kachiri esa ne se dia ekoso no wo mo ti a no mo yem kra ehihye wo mo kachira mo se enyo mo tokwa esi ye busum mienu akiri pe ena etimi ede eye aduane a ne boa ye de ne sikasem a entimi gya ne nan so ede ebaaye enti munja se mo di subo no ebo wo mo no meto akasia no so de wakwa kopie mo ewo Nkwata South mensini mo eno ewo oti mantemo na ekura bi a yefre ho kenchi ekura na eno no wo mo echire mu se ekua ho adwuma eno mo taye ne pa ewo honom na wo mo adiadesedie edi afa nsentwerefo so X News so se ye nka kire eye Ghana ban wo mapani na adodan kwakufado ese wo matene esum ache se ye wo mo hwe TV na wo mu tie radio a wo mu taitete sa amafo aka ena dum so wo mu die sa dum so no kwa wo mu nye bi kura wo da esan se enyinama kani enyinama hodin a etimi edi kane edi bro mu wo kuro no mu no wo mu enni bi eti uba kuro no mu nyina yesu na so post nyina esensen ho a chese omba be ye bi edi ama wona so bepem ne wo mu abom humodi wo mu aye dwom betimi biara san company fo ema wo kanea no wo mu so with sunlight wo mu so wo mu hu bi no enya dia wo mu edi bi ema wo mu na opani ba kwa wo ne ye ekasa ye wo de tuja ese wo hwa ne fie no akọ enim papa wo de atudwa echire mu se wo mu mpanifo wo mu wo ekra honom no wo mu abom humodi aye bibiara endie se wo mu nam ECG wo mu office ni wo mu timi ekohonom etimi edi odwan ne mponche kra akohonom edi ko sra wo mu se mu de ye pamochew mu nji we na mu beye enyinam kane mfa maye ewo kuronum se na beye ayenso nyema betimi akonkan ede amaye na so wonwa ya bomwa enya de mpanifo etimi ababeyi enyam kanea ede ama womo na wopani eboni humodin wone eye X News ezentrofo etimi ekasaye en wodi sansemi wodi etudwa yenko ne yekohwe ni sema wodi etudwa edifa sa enyam ahodin anapose enyam kanea eni womu kro no mu a omudi adesede efa yeso ede ma Ghana aban yenkohwe
like asama haya pa ya kia ako this assembly ako ECG amamponchi daban actually we say there almost say campaign time over sisi post ayi we say post na ba wise baba metes baba ya hono he yan kula nze kwa school ya no senebe ya bin ma for sanya sola aya to yan kasan ya musta ya pa bamba boy na so ya light here you are kurawa ya pa light asama haya pa
enu echi esukufo a womo so esua de wo ko school e wo kuro no womo so e de to dwa se na esum no e ha wo adesua ye nkone ko hwe
Pacho lighting some problem big I work room. Now me person me catch us me SHS student. Now I was say SHS student me call vacation na me bar. I was say me nya light na nka me nsu ade. Ba light ni o. Me ye bia nye yi nti e de o ha kase ba. Nti enya time nsu ade. Lighting system no the very problem I work room. Nti esra ban say on your way say me na all my lights ni bi na so yam pam boy ho e da say
yo here nsem bi meka me say light asim e tie ni say your light asim na ba ya asim bebre edwun ho anti ase because boshe bebre na abanya hudo a mo ba konjan so abehye mo timi mba ebukura mtimi depose abre ba na yakuma to yim say nka post na ba e light na beba ba asat now die hwe na emba no sa sisi anyame ya dum e wo 2016 no ya ye sitting MP we or the post we bre say nka o ma be continue your light na sim ba ya twa emba nti currently no omu di post bia ba o ma ba sisi amai ba na engineer na ehye bossi omu di bibia ba nti o ma ba ye light na amai omu sisi post ni we ya o ma ko o ma mba bium nti be sinde nti e be hire aban say post ni dey sisi wo protect post no edo zana e be ya eja den hye nti e sira aban say omu be boy na nyema ankai no omu say e be ba no embra na enyere ombe ye light na me da yemi asise na nadu ya papa obeti eni ni minister no obeti na omaye den omabe boy na omabe ye light na me because see ade above 20 pounds no ye bibia without light no yentimi ye bibia yankwala na omubre e school na ya di omo adisi amunso no omubre nti ye stress ombe boy na omunye light na me
Omo ewo kenche kura I know ewo nkwata south mensin mu otimante mu ena omo di so hawe etimi ede atoye ne so omo nya dum so ibi kura nka omo pe yanka so omo wo kane a omo so ye dum omo ama omo a eno echi ebe so anka omo ni beje na so kura ne de omo sra ban so omo ye bibi mfa ho mfa mo me gira omo nsem na no pe ka se me de brewo sanopa no nsia ka se no me de esi ha no me da wase se wonya bre ni andaje na wo hwe XTV ya no pa no nsia ka se de ogina camera na chi edmame e DJYX Faith eta na chi se pintim na MC ahonso law ene twa me etumo abra Bismarck nso eta na chi pintim executive producers na nadwa sapo minor friends no boss some two ga womo ene executive producers na Samson na producers Stephanie na friends no fafali womo ene bom ho de pensem nyina ede emmame mame amanso eta mechi wo hwe se news ebeba wafa obapa me bisa kosi ate enemy din na me sorry sweet die agudie mo nsem de muepi de so etre by wire kasa de upa hwe tie no eno na me nua be ma Michael Ofori atamwant wire crowd se wodi emo intenko bebia wodi sport s twaso dia mo